12 years in that division, and they're out.
Hey guys, welcome back to SEADOGS Can Fly. It's episode 38 and it is a title decider. We've got 3 live com games for you today. Away against Liverpool, away against Manchester City, and then at home to Manchester United, who are top. You may remember last episode we beat Juventus in the Europa League semi-final first leg at home. We won that 5-1. Could we finish the job though in the second leg? Luis Alberto gave us a little bit of a scare initially with this free kick, but we came up good in the last 10 minutes, defending resolutely before scoring to equalise. That left us 6-2 victors on aggregate and through to the final where we will play Leipzig. Before that game we beat Leicester 4-1 in the league. That put us into second spot, but Manchester United then went and beat West Ham 8-2. Massive result for them. It puts them 4 points clear of us, but because we've played 35 games and they've only got one more left, and that is against us, if we can get one victory against Liverpool or Manchester City, all we have to do is beat Man United in the final game at home. So it's all to play for, loads of connotations to think about, and we're still huge underdogs, but you never ever know. We're going to begin with this game at Anfield. Liverpool look like a real tasty team indeed. They've got Brewster up top, Dybala just in behind, Vinicius Jr, Coyle, who you won't know is a new gen, probably one of the best players in the league on the right. They've got Keita and Fabinho in the middle with one hell of a back line. We're really going to struggle today, so I'm going with the 3 amigos. We're going to have Monroe, the main man, up top, but the rest of it, there's loads of resting going on. We've got Manchester City coming up in only 2 days' time before the big title decider. So Belkayat's coming in on the right, Yusuga on the left. They're both second string. Gut is second string as deep line playmaker, but Luan's probably the main man. De Jong, we don't have a choice but to play. We've got no other option in that position. But Pisani, Wardle and McCall are all second string players as well. This is a huge risk going to Anfield with a team like this. But in all honesty, I feel we would lose the game regardless. So we need to put all of our eggs in the basket for the Manchester City game. First highlight goes Liverpool's way as Alexander-Arnold works the ball out wide to Coyle, and Coyle's cut inside and he's torn us to shreds. Playing McCall at left back has proven to be a big mistake because he was terrible there, getting torn apart by Lee Coyle. Second highlight of the game goes to Liverpool and the ball's with Dybala. The Argentine works it out wide to Vinicius Jr to Robertson, the left back. What can he do? Skips past all of our players and finds Coyle with another goal. This is getting embarrassing. After 13 minutes we're 2-0 down and we've got absolutely no backbone whatsoever. It's a corner though with Gut. Swings it in and Monroe with the most outrageous strike. Almost from the edge of the area. That was a fantastic goal. We brought it back to 2-1. Still think we're going to get trounced here, but you never know. I've also just realised, guys, if we draw this game and then we draw against Manchester City, then actually beating Man United on the last game of the season would win us the title. But that's probably going to be irrelevant because we can't defend. And again, McCall cocks up. 3-1 behind now, Ryan Brewster this time. We've literally had one shot that was on target. That was the goal. We've created nothing. We've done nothing. And Liverpool have looked by far the better team. We're approaching half time and we are struggling. We've got a corner though. Gut swings the ball in. Well headed clear. Belkayat picks up the pieces. Gut again to Luan, to Suga, McCall, and then a fantastic strike by none other than Yusuga. We're going to keep McCall out there on the pitch despite his tight thigh. He's in anyway to rest Malay. This game, honestly, could go anywhere. Well, we've literally got 3 minutes of injury time to get through here. If we can stay 3-2, then you never know. We might have a chance of scraping a draw out of this match. But Vinicius Jr finishes into the bottom corner, so that's not going to happen, is it? 4-2 down now. 7 shots, 4 on target. They've had 12, they've had 7 on target. We are struggling, and I've just realised I shouldn't have told the guys I'm happy with that. I wasn't really concentrating. But to be honest, I don't think any team talk's going to make a difference here. It's time to make a few changes, guys. We need to rest players for the next game, so we're going to have De Jong out because we're going to need him. Monroe can come off as well. I think we'll probably have Bowden on in his stead, and I'd also like to get Luan off, I think. We could do with him being ready for the next game as well. So we'll go with that. Let's see if we can get through this game without conceding too many more goals. 25 minutes remaining. Gut with another corner, and if that's allowed, it's 4-3. It is. Wardle, Matthew Wardle from a corner, 8th goal of the season. He doesn't even play really as a first team player, and Patrick Gutt's done really well today with those set pieces. But there's another highlight straight from kickoff, and it's Liverpool back at us again. Vinicius Jr. works the ball over the top. Lejeune picks up the ball easily. Restarting play with a long kick. Yusuga out wide, he's cutting inside. Gale, ball over the top to Belkayat, and the 16-year-old hits the post. Almost made it 4-4 there, but we're coming back again. Gale swings the ball over the top, and that's way too deep. I've told the lads to push forward, so let's hope we don't get countered here. But Yusuga has got the ball, tries to find Bowden, but there's no movement in front of him at all. Robertson, down the left flank to Vinicius Jr., who's been excellent all day. Are we going to deal with this? No, we're not. He's going to skip past us and probably pass another and another to Robertson. Brewster, goal. 5-3 down. We've lost this game. Never going to come back with only a minute remaining. Yep, that's it, guys. We've lost. So basically, going into the Manchester City game, as predicted, we have to win. Right, boys, welcome to the Etihad. Man City are 2-1 on to win this game. We're 9-2. We've played each other twice before. 1 win each. Man City will have Jesus, Felix and Silva as the front three. Havertz, Barrow and Louis as the little trio in there, and a really strong back four. We're going to struggle. They're going to be a cautious mentality, tiki-taka style. I'm going with the three amigos. I'm going to try Bowden out on the left. He's not very familiar with it, but he can cut inside, and he's got the good finishing. That's where I feel we've missed good finishing in these last few games. Grasso on the right, Gut and Mariba as our playmakers. De Jong holding his position, and a normal back four. Well, let's just see how we get on here. I think they're quite strong on the wings, City, and I think that's where we'll get picked apart, but we're going to have to go for it. We'll go with the attacking mentality. This is the big game system, and I'm just hoping that we can nick a goal or two on the counter and hold our own in defence. First highlights is Grasso work his way down the right wing. He cuts inside, and that is a terrible piece of goalkeeping from Ederson. 1-0, Jorge Grasso scores his 15th of the season, and he does struggle with his shooting, but Ederson did us a huge favour there. Man City with a free kick, and they've scored. Edson Alvarez. The highlight literally started on the free kick, and that's all that you needed to see. Well, since Man City scored that goal, they've dominated. They've had 8 shots, but we have just scored an absolute fluke. Long throw from Malé, somehow finds Dylan Munro. Let's take another look at that. So Malé throws it in. Terrible defending. And then Munro just slots it home. That's 2-1. Very, very lucky indeed. Bowden. The inside forward. I'm not sure where he's going other than into a cul-de-sac. Pass. There you go. Malé. Get the ball in. Cross. Good. Grasso. Oh, great save by the keeper. May have even been a double stop there. Zeffy's forward with Grasso. And that's looking a little bit overcommitted to me on the wings. I think we may need to think about telling the wing backs to sit back a little bit more. So we've got a bit more cover now that we've got the lead. And a 3-1 lead at that. Brignoni scores from the corner. Right, let's pause this. We're going to have to tell both wing backs to support rather than attack. I just feel like we're going to get overloaded out wide if we're not careful. Right, 3-1 boys. Game on. Another corner for us just before the stroke of half time, and it's absolute mayhem in the box. Ederson's had an absolute stinker there. Awful goalkeeping. Gut swung it in, flapping goalkeeper Brignoni with his 2nd goal of the season and 2nd goal of the game. 4-1 up. Surely we cannot throw this away. I'm going to send the lads back out for the second half. Playing as we are, it's going really well. City have actually been the better team, really. We've just had the better chances, and there's another corner. Gut to Delaney. This time, Ederson manages to catch it, though. Right, boys, I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to change system. I'm not going to go to cautious. We're 4-1 up. Unbelievably at the Etihad. You can't really make this up, can you? We're 1 point behind Man United going into the final game of the season. If we win that match, somehow Scarborough Athletic win the title. This is the sort of stuff that dreams are made of. I've never done this in Football Manager before, gone this close in the first season after gaining promotion. There you go, that's the proof we need. 1 point away from Man United, but a point won't be enough. We have to beat Man United on the final day, which is what you're about to watch next. Right, boys, it's the team meeting, the final game of the season. This is for the title, and I'm going to take a huge risk here and calmly tell the lads it's the last game of the season coming up, and we've put ourselves in pole position for the title. When you step out onto the pitch, do all you can to win the title and become Scarborough Athletic legends. So, the preview. We've beaten Man United once, they've beaten us twice. They thrashed us early in the season 5-2 and dominated the game. I'm going to go with the three amigos. We didn't have that system back then. We were only playing concerto. Now, United are really clustered in the middle of the pitch and they haven't got an awful lot out wide. I feel like if we've got that middle three that can deal with their front three, then we might have opportunities on the counter attack because they do play a gegenpress style, which might mean they overcommit a little bit. I'm also going with another different approach, this time Palm up top for his finishing, Munro on the right despite being right-footed, Grasso on the left despite being left-footed. So Man United have got the two legendary new gens up top. I won't show you the profiles, but they are lightning fast. They've got Fernandes, Pellegrini, Mejbri and Pogba in the middle and a real strong back line. We're up against by far the best team in the league here, but I'm going to encourage the lads. We may as well go at them and see if we can't pull off a massive shock. First highlight of the game is a Mallet throw-in onto Grasso. Luan picks up the pieces and he passes to Young, who crosses in. Tomori dealt with it well. Fernandes now is on the counter-attack. He goes over the top to Lawal and Lawal scores, but it's offside, thankfully. We are playing the offside trap, so that's worked out well in our favour there. Another early chance to Man United, 12 minutes in. Cross was swung in, it's now out to Tomori. Passes to Pellegrini. Lorenzo Pellegrini back to Tomori, back to Pellegrini, and he chips it in lovely. And God knows what we were doing there, but that is disgusting defending. Grasso with an own goal. Well, it seems applying the pressure to the lads hasn't really worked very well. They're okay body language wise, but we've not even had a shot yet. Wan-Bissaka goes into the book, and we have a free kick and an opportunity to get back in this game through Luan. And he doesn't take it. Very good effort though. Another free kick for Man United out wide. Swung in, but a great take there from Lejeune, flying through the air. The goalkeeper kicks long, tries to launch a counter-attack with Grasso, who goes over the top to Munro, and Munro dispatches it. 37th goal of the season. The SEADOGS are back in the game. I'm going to tell the lads to get creative just for the last little bit of this half. Maybe see if we can't craft one more opportunity and get the lead. We're down to only 10 minutes left now. Bignoni's just picked up a yellow card as well, so we're going to have to watch that because they've got so much speed in behind. And we've got a highlight with half-time approaching. Tomori back to De Gea, to Mejbri, to Pellegrini, back to Tomori. They're playing a dangerous game here, Man United, but they've got the quality to do it. Mallet intercepts well there. Munro, good tackle. Luan, Palm, Grasso. He's in, he's in. Oh, good save from De Gea. Finally balanced at half-time. We've had 6 shots, they've had 9 shots. Possession-wise, they're way in front on that, but the scores are level. The lads look delighted with the feedback. Let's see if we can't just lift them into getting another goal in this second half. I'm going to stick with what we're doing because I think it's working reasonably well. There's a corner here for Man United. If they're going to get a goal, I feel like it's going to be from a set piece, to be honest. But Lejeune launches the ball out wide, and that's working every time on the goal kicks. Grasso to Mallet, Mallet to Luan, tries it over the top, but Romero's very deep there, and then Mejbri launches a counter-attack of their own, and Lawal's in, and he's not going to miss from there. Great finish, 2-1 to Man United. That is Man United's game, sitting deep and then hit you hard on the counter-attack. They've done us a few times at that. Right, we're going to put Munro up top now, and we're going to bring Palm off for Usuga. We're also going to have Mariba off, who's been disappointing. I think I'll have Gut on for him. And we'll also have Grasso off for Bowden, who did reasonably well in the last game. Let's see if we can forge our way back into this game. Man United trying to launch another counter-attack with Romero. Fernandes, so deep there, considering he's meant to be the attacking midfielder. Brignoni to De Jong, out wide to Mallet. Mallet loses the ball to Ousmane Dembele, but it's a loose pass there, and Luan finds Bowden, who, I thought he was going to score there, but not a great effort in the end. Well, Man United have played a cracking tactical game here. They've outclassed us for sure. But I feel like we've held our own. I think we've done reasonably well. They're launching another one here though. Mesbury to Fernandez, back to Romero. It's like they're just waiting for that run in behind from the strikers before they smash it long. Or for us to at least overcommit ourselves, which we will probably do. Rashford, he's come on off the bench. Out to Williams. Back to Rashford, who finds Lawal, and that is a good save from Lejeune. Really well handled. I'm going to tell the lads to push forward now. We've got nothing to lose. Well, there's only 5 minutes left now, and we are struggling to create, I'm afraid, guys. But we've got a highlight here with Delaney passing to Zeffy. He goes long over the top to Munro, and that's a good pass. And the striker scored. We have 4 minutes to find a winner. 4 minutes to find a winner. What do we do? Let's tell them to push forward again. I think that's all we can do. I don't want to change anything when it's working. 4 minutes of injury time remaining, and we have a throw-in. Zeffy goes long. De Jong to Gut. De Jong. Zeffy. It's in. Oh, De Gea. Easy catch in the end. That'll probably be it now. The clock will run down, and Man United will be crowned champions. Low kick to Dembele. If he finds them out wide, they can waste all sorts of time out here. Williams tries the cross. It's back to Mesbury. Mesbury. Williams. Lawal. Williams. Get the ball. Get it out. Somebody get a freaking foot in. There we go. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Come on. There's only a minute and a half remaining. Boadu off the bench. To Lawal. Williams, and he's offside, Amadi. He's offside. Come on, lads. One more opportunity, surely. It's too late for very attacking, but I'll do it anyway. Boadu to Amadi. Amadi's in behind, and that is a great last-ditch challenge from Malé. We're all over them, but unfortunately, this isn't going to happen, is it? Man United have played a perfect tactical game, and they deserve the title at that. That is gutting. Oh, it came so close. So close. Look at that. 89 points. We even get pipped by Liverpool, who go up into second. That is frustrating. We're 1 point off the title. 1 point. Fairness, we weren't, because it was on goal difference, wasn't it, if it was 1 point. But still, all we had to do was get one more goal in that game and we'd have done it. But that is an exceptional season. I cannot believe that. And we've got the Europa League final coming up against Leipzig. That's the next episode, so join us for that. It won't be a massively long one because it's going to be the one game, as well as a real quick overview of how everyone's performed for the season. If you haven't done so already, do subscribe and click the bell button to get notified of new episodes when they go live. And if you enjoyed this one, give us a thumbs up. It was a dramatic one after all. Okay, chaps, I shall see you next time.